Hey guys, it's Kara, MysticTwist.com, and welcome to day 3 of my Tesla road trip edition. Self-driving cars, woohoo! So, although it's day 3 of my road trip, it's actually more like day 7 for me. I'm just in between the border of Utah and Colorado, actually, but the reason is because I took a 4-day detour and stayed in Utah for a couple of days to study with an alchemist named Phoenix Aurelius. Now, check out Phoenix's website if you're interested in alchemy or want to learn more about it. I can't recommend his work enough. I just spent 3 days studying with him in a deep personal immersion study program where he showed me all of the practical workings to spagyrics, which are alchemic pharmacopoeia, or think of it as advanced herbal medicine. Now, the main topic of this video actually is about what to do if you want to learn more about occultism or mysticism. Now, it's really important to remember that whenever you work as a mystic or as an occultist, as a witch or a mage, or even just someone who wants to practice their psychic abilities, it's important to remember that we never learn how to develop these abilities alone. Now, you might be thinking, whoa, what does that mean, not doing it alone? Like, I don't want to work with other people or do magic with other people. That's perfectly fine. So what I mean is, as a species, we don't work in isolation. In fact, the very skilled mystics or occultists, they also don't work alone. And there are reasons for that. But more practically speaking, you can learn everything there is to know about mysticism and occultism on your own, but it's literally reinventing the wheel. Reinventing the wheel of thousands of years of history. Now, you could do that. You could spend your entire lifetime coming to the same truths and the same skills and abilities and methodologies, but you don't have to. We now live in an age where we have the internet. You can watch videos like this one, and there are so many teachers and people on the planet who have dedicated their entire lives to either spreading the message of empowerment or helping to demystify mysticism or teaching just, people how to tap into their intuition and these skills that we have inherently as a human species. So I strongly recommend, before even beginning to dive deep, just recognize that we're not alone. And that's true on every level, but especially as you start to explore mysticism or occultism, realize that you are standing on the shoulders of giants. And that can be an amazing source of inspiration. Like, for example, learning from my teacher and mentor, Inelia Benz. Check out her work at ineliabenz.com. Or learning alchemy and spagyric processes from Phoenix Aurelius. You can get so much more inspiration and insight when working together with people in ways that you could never do by yourself. And even more practically, let's say you don't want to study with a teacher one-on-one, that's perfectly fine too. There are literally millions of books out there that you can read, many of which are for free, either online in PDF format or in Kindle Unlimited, or even just check it out at your local library. There are so many resources available to you to just read more about any topic you're interested in, whether it's psychic awareness or how to manifest things into your life, how to do magic or mediumship, or to explore the world of the astral plane, or even to dive deep into something like alchemy. There's so many resources available today, so don't squander it by thinking that you have to figure it out all on your own. And also, it is important to be street smart. And what I mean by that is, as you start to get interested in mysticism, or you want to add a mystic twist to your life, or if you just found a topic you really want to dive deep into, and you start to Google that topic and look at every website about it, it's important to be mystically street smart. And at ibensacademy.com, which is the school that I'm co-creating with Enelia Benz and 2 other amazing mystic women, we're going to have very practical tools and courses that will teach you how to be mystically street smart, for one, but will also teach you very practical skills around mysticism and manifestation. So check out our website. And this fall, we're going to be releasing 2 courses, Manifestation 101 and Mysticism 101, where you can learn more about this and get training specifically in these areas. But some of the topics that we'll explore in these classes are, how to be mystically street smart. Because when you are just starting to open yourself up, and I mean that both opening up your mind, your energy fields, your awareness. Enelia Benz has said this before, it's kind of like you're a babe in the woods, which means you're vulnerable, and there's a lot of beings, creatures, people who would love to make you dinner or take advantage of you. So that doesn't mean every teacher or, book or resource, is demonic or has bad intentions. In fact, most, if not a lot of them, don't, but it's important to test and to really look at if the information that you're reading about has your best intentions at heart. Now, if you're checking out this YouTube video, my website, you're probably interested in high frequency interactions and mystical works, because I don't dive into the dark stuff. But it could work the other way too. If you're interested in dark stuff, the light stuff might not resonate. But what I mean by resonate, it's like when you read a blog or a book, or even just like scan the energy of it, behind it, or see what they're saying, like really intuitively, like think critically, like what are they saying? And does this resonate? Like, do I agree with them? And maybe it's not even agree, but it's just like, is it a happy feeling? Is it a good feeling? Do I get excited and inspired when reading this information? Or do you kind of get like red flags or warning signs like, ooh, yeah, this is kind of weird, or I don't know if that's true? Like, listen to your intuition. It is so important, especially when diving into the mystical arts, but even in any walk of life. Never ever give away your power and authority to anyone else. You are your own sovereign. You know what's best for you. Your higher self knows what's best for you. And if there's any institution or organization who says otherwise, walk away, because they are not going to be working with your best intention at heart. And of course, like I said, that's just my advice. So if that doesn't resonate, and if that doesn't seem right, then don't listen to my advice. You're your own sovereign. You are your own power. So listen to your inner guidance. So anyways, as you're starting to explore and research interesting, cool ideas around mysticism or occultism, be street smart, but also remember that we don't work alone. And this is such an exciting time to be alive. So don't reinvent the wheel. Google stuff. See what online courses are out there. What blogs exist. There's so much information. It's truly astounding. And even if you are a ridiculously powerful mystic, I don't know, you're a Rosicrucian, or you work in MK Ultra or whatever, there's still probably tools, exercises, and abilities that you could further develop and perfect and master. There might be areas of the craft or aspects of mysticism that you just aren't an expert in. So you can always learn more. You can always adapt or gain new information and make that into your own practice somehow, if that's of interest. But for me personally, I am just feeling so inspired after having worked with Phoenix Aurelius the last couple days. Check out my Instagram link below to see some of the amazing pharmacopoeia that we developed. All of these medicines, spagyrical medicines that we created, all from one plant. It's just mind-blowing what is possible. And what better way than to learn from a master, or to learn from someone who's passionate. And that inspiration is itself a powerful energy line that you can use to transform your life. So I hope this video was inspiring for you to basically go out there and research and learn and grow, and to have an open mind, but at the same time be diligent and aware and street smart about any information that you're picking up. And this is true about anything in life, but especially in the mystical arts or in occultism or witchcraft, it's important that we always listen to our higher self or our inner knowing. So with that, I will leave it to you guys, but it's really just been amazing. I can't recommend Phoenix Aurelius enough. Check out his Teachable course, which I've also linked below this video. If you're interested in learning more about alchemy, he has so many amazing videos and podcasts that you can check out. And yeah, it's, the more we learn, I think the more we realize how much we don't know about the universe. And that's what keeps the Matrix interesting, right? To learn more ways to add a mystic twist to your life, subscribe to my newsletter. And for deeper training, go to iBensAcademy.com.